Reality TV star Kim Kardashian is set to take the stand in a Paris courtroom later today. She'll testify against a group of 10 people accused of robbing and kidnapping her. Now, Kardashian was in France for Fashion Week back in October of 2016 when police say men dressed as officers tied her up, held her at gunpoint, and then stole millions of dollars worth of jewelry. She recounted that terrifying robbery in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
And I said, while I'm being tied up, I'm like, are we going to die? Are they going to kill us? And I was just like crying and like, tell them I have babies. I was like, I have a split second in my mind to make this quick decision. Like, am I going to run down the stairs and like either be shot in the back? Like, it makes me so upset to think about it.
CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi joins us now to talk about this case. Caroline, good morning to you. Really heart-wrenching to hear Kim Kardashian describe a moment where she felt like she would die. What can we expect from her testimony today? The same and more? What should we expect?
Yeah, absolutely terrifying, Errol. And I think you will hear a lot of that emotion on the stand today. You know, the French system is quite different from the American legal system when it comes to inquiries of this nature. It's less adversarial and more inquisitive. The judge most likely will be asking Kim Kardashian questions, and she can emote in that way, saying just how really terrified she was during this 2016 invasion in that high-class Paris hotel in which she was alone. Her bodyguard had left for the evening with two of her sisters. And this really was a heist made for the movies. These five people infiltrated the hotel by, doing away with the security guard, essentially at gunpoint. And then infiltrating her room, essentially. So you're going to hear all of those details.
And that would have required a lot of coordination, a lot of pre-planning. And it's interesting to hear you describe the differences between the French and U.S. legal system and process. What else will need to be established then in order for, the perpetrators to be held accountable?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of documentary evidence that has been, preceding this case. This is almost 9 years after the incident took place. The French media has really sensationalized this case. They've been dubbed, the defendants have been dubbed les papis braqueurs, which means the grandpa robbers. I mean, many of these robbers are elder in age. One has died since the event. One is being excused from this trial because he's 81 years old and in advanced stages of Alzheimer's. I mean, it's very intriguing. There did take a lot of planning. One of the issues, and Kardashian has been very vocal about this, is that prior to the event, she had been sort of flouting this $4 million 20-carat ring that her then husband Kanye West gave to her on social media in real time, saying that she was in Paris. So investigators believe that they were essentially tracking her whereabouts. They knew what was in that apartment. And, they had a lot of information, and she's been very vocal about being much more private in the aftermath of this really traumatic event.
Wow. And we should know that all but two of the defendants deny any involvement in the robbery, but such a serious case. Caroline Polisi, great to have your insight and sharing that with us.